What is up, everyone? Patrick here, and today I'm going to show you how to create your very first blog. Now, blogs are one of the oldest forms of sharing information on the internet, whether it be for a personal hobby of yours, a small business, or to keep people periodically updated with a project that you're working on. Whatever the reason, a blog is a great way to share text, video, and images with an audience. And integrating that directly into your website is an incredibly efficient way to keep traffic already on your website to stay there, where using a third-party blogging platform ends up putting your blog on another website and it's hosted elsewhere. So as people go to check out your blog, even if they're on your website, they end up leaving to see what you have to say, which is more difficult on everyone. It's just easier to have it integrated directly into your website and having one home for all of the information that is about you and your blog. And so the platform we'll be using today is called Wix.com, which, if you're unfamiliar with what Wix is, it's an online website building platform that provides you thousands of templates to work with and an intuitive drag and drop editor so you can quickly and creatively customize your web page to make it exactly in the image that you're desiring. And if you want to follow along with the video, since I will do this step by step, I'll drop a link down in the description below for you to go ahead and head over to Wix.com and get started creating your very first blog. Now let's get into it. Okay, to get started, you'll want to head over to the Wix.com homepage, and if you don't already have a website or a Wix account, you'll want to hit the Get Started button or the Sign In button at the top right. I'll hit Sign In, and this will bring you to the login page where you can click on Sign Up and enter an email, password, and other info and hit the Sign Up button, and you'll now have a Wix account. Since I already have one, I will hit Log In, enter my email and password, and then hit the login button, and this will take me to my Wix dashboard. Now this gives me a full list of all of the sites available through my Wix account, and you can create a new one at the top right, and if you've created a new Wix account, you'll go ahead and also create a brand new site. And the kind of website we're looking to create today is a blog, so I'll go ahead and click on blog, and instead of using the Wix ADI, we're going to use the Wix Editor and choose from a template. And because we've already selected that we wanted a blog website, Wix will give us hundreds of different templates to choose from, but will first present us with blog website templates. And the goal of my blog today is I'm going to create a little blog devlog website for a little game that I'm working on. So I want something that's kind of more tech oriented, but still has a creative side to it. So you can go to the bottom and click through the different pages until you find one that you're happy with. And actually, I did like this one up here. I'll hit view to get a preview of it before I actually grab it and start using it on my site. I really like this background image. I like the laptop. You've got some of the work utensils and boost your success. I can change all that out. Let's see. And oh yeah, this is nice. So what you can see right here is this is just a list of blog posts, and it just presents them in a large format. So you've got your cover image for the blog and then a title and a brief breakdown of the paragraph at the top of that blog post. Now, of course, these are all just pre-made demo blog posts, and I will end up removing these. And if we scroll to the bottom, you can see that this just has an endless scroll set up. So this is actually pretty straightforward. It's nothing more than a landing page with a hero image and then all of your blog articles with a subscribe button and a contact button. I'm a big fan of this. Let's go ahead and click on the phone in the top left corner to see how it look on mobile. Just make sure we're happy with that. And you can see how it adjusts the size of that thumbnail image to something more reasonable when it's on mobile, so you can get a larger title font. So we'll click on the desktop to bring us back to desktop view and hit edit this site in the top right corner to grab it and bring it into the Wix editor as our new website we'll be working with. Now, like I said, I'm going to be making a devlog blog, so a little blog about my video game. So this would just be periodic updates of how it's coming along. And if you're not familiar, this is the Wix editor. At the right side, you've got your toolbar. Now this presents you with all of the options to edit the page's formatting, where the nav bar on the left presents you with buttons that allow you to add different types of content to your website, from different menus and pages to different background images, text, so on and so forth. But what we're really interested in is my blog. But before I click on that, I'm just going to rebrand and kind of change up the hero image a little bit. So I'll grab the main text and slide that over. and we'll change this from boost your success to stay tuned for more. And we'll change this to game in development. Awesome. And you can see they've got this social bar over here. Let's just bring everything in line, just give it a better look. And we've got the name over here. That's clearly not my name, so I'm going to grab that, double click on it, and change it to my name. And after a little bit of rebranding, we're good to actually edit the blog itself. If you've already got a Wix website, then you can go ahead and navigate over to the add button, and then from there navigate down to blog and then click add to site. This will add a blog template to your website, where I already selected a blog templated website from the beginning, so I've already got one on my site. This way you can be on the same page as I am. Now we'll head over to the My Blog button and click on that, and it will bring up our blog manager. Now you've got a few different tabs to choose from the Learn More, which just kind of breaks down different ways to go about using your blog and the different features and functions that are provided to you using it. Or you can add the blog elements. Now this is how you actually add something to your web page, just like this scroll of different blog posts. Now I'm actually going to head over to Blog Manager and Manage Posts. Like I said, I want to get rid of all of the demo posts that are already here, since they're none of my posts. I don't want them on here. And a quick way to do that is just click on the checkbox and then hit Move to Trash and confirm that, and it's gone. Or you can always hit the button and revert to draft, or there's always the 3 buttons at the right side. These are your settings per blog post. You can move to trash, revert to draft, or duplicate post. Now, reverting to draft takes the blog post off of the internet and allows you to still edit it, but it's just not visible to everybody. Now, you can see up here, I can hit the button to select all or deselect all, and this is a quick way to just go through and remove all of them. Or if you wanted to edit a specific post, you can hit the edit button, and this will open up the post itself, and you can go in and change the elements. Now, just like the standard Wix page editor, the Wix Blog Editor is just a smaller version of that. So it gives you a lot of the same tools to add different elements, images, text, and alter the design of those as well. Now you can see at the bottom, you've got a couple of different images. Now this allows you to add images, icons, videos, graphics, whatever you want to add, you can add it down here through this file, or the little plus button up here, you can hit plus and it will bring up that same bar here. Now I'm actually not going to change this blog post since it is a demo. I'll close that out and go back to my blog and manage posts. And from here, I'm going to select all of my posts and delete them. I said before, just hit that select all button and move to trash and confirm it, and now all of those posts are gone. So if we close the dashboard again quick, you can see that this element is now completely empty. You can still filter by specific categories and tags, but it says posts are coming because there are none. So let's go ahead and create our first post. So clicking on create a post, we are brought to our very first post. So let's go ahead and give it a title and give it some context. Let's hit enter and then come down here and hit add an image, or let's hit the plus button and click on add an image, and this will bring up our full list of images to choose from. We can choose from site files, but because I just created this website, there are none. We'll go ahead and choose media from Wix. And I am a fan of this Workdesk one, so I'll go ahead and hit add to page, and you can see it is just now added to our blog. And you can resize it, like I said, it provides you with similar tools to that of the Wix Editor. And you can hit the settings for the post over here in the top, and this will allow you to publish it at a later date, change the author, where you can add different authors to your website if you have multiple people contributing to a blog. You can choose whether or not to display that cover image and then hop into advanced to give it a little excerpt. So excerpts are something that you'll see on external websites, or something that just shows your thumbnail and a small snippet of text. That small snippet of text, of course, is just your excerpt, and then you've got related posts down here. So you can choose 3 posts that are related to this current one and link them together so readers can easily jump over to those ones. Now you can enable and disable commenting as well, and then you've got SEO. So clicking on the SEO settings, you can change this URL slug as well as title on search engines on what you want your post to come across, as well as a description. Now, by default, the description is usually pulled from your excerpt. And of course, it's got a preview on Google to kind of give you an idea of how it would show up on Google. How would your site or your blog show up on a Google search. And now coming down to the categories on the main page, it had 3 tabs at the top, each one of those being a different category. When clicking on them, it would filter all of your posts by category. To add a new one, you just hit the create category button and we'll say game design and hit the check button, and you've now created a brand new category. And by checking it, that actually determines what category this post belongs to. And so heading over to tags, this is where you can add tags to describe what your post is about, so your readers can use them to find other posts with similar content. So for example, this one says travel tips. I'm going to say design tips in this one and hit enter, and it's added it. Now, of course, you can add more, so you can just say more and hit enter and continue to add them until you've hit 30, which is a good way to kind of micro filter your posts so that readers have an easier time going through and finding the content that they want to on your website. And the last thing is the ability to sell subscriptions. Now, this is a wholly unique thing to Wix, where you can actually add a subscription plan. So you add a paywall to selected posts, meaning you can set up a way for readers to allow automatic payments or scheduled payments to pay for your blog and get access to posts that are behind a paywall. So if you have specific content that you only want contributors or donors to see, then this is a great way to go about doing that. And we can hit back to bring us back at any point to our full list. And as you can see, I didn't hit save. Now, always be sure to save your posts. So we'll just simply and quickly recreate our post. And you can see right here, it is now auto-saved, but we're going to hit publish. Now, publish will actually post it to your website. So hitting that will now bring us back into the blog dashboard, showing us a full list of our posts. Now, keep in mind, the website itself is not live. So the blog post is posted to the website, but the website isn't posted to the internet. So nobody is going to see this. So let's actually close this out. You'll see our posts update here on our landing page. And we've got our thumbnail image and then our actual text right there. And we can filter by clicking on this when we're in the actual web page. And in order to do that, we'll go ahead and click publish up here at the right corner. By doing this, it posts our website live to the internet using a default random Wix URL. We can click on view site to open that up in a new window and actually interact with it. So this is our actual site. Now you can see there are definitely some things I'd want to change, like the formatting on my name up here, get rid of this. But as far as the content of the blog goes, as far as the core of this tutorial about creating a blog, we've got it. You now know how to take a plain Wix website, add a blog to it, create and alter posts, as well as filter through them, add SEO and tags. Now clicking on a different category name up at the top will filter it. As you can see, it refreshed. And by recreating that post, I never added that tag back to it. And so you can see by clicking on game design, there's no posts related to it. So I'll go and click on all posts again, and it will reappear. And now back from the Wix editor, we can go ahead and click on my blog again and go back to manage posts. We're going to add that tag back onto that post as well as a category. So we'll click on edit over here on the right side and head over to categories and just check it. And now this post has been added, and you can see it says saved at the top right corner. This post has now been added to that category. So we'll hit the publish button again, because every single time we make changes like that, you can save them, but it's saved as a separate draft. You need to hit the publish button to publish those on top of the existing post that you had made. So let's go ahead and hit publish again to update the website, and then go and click on view site and scroll down to here and click on game design, and we should now see our post. So now it's actually filtered it down to a smaller thumbnail size because it's expecting multiple posts to be in that category, but you can see it is now associated with that. Clicking on motivation and there's nothing there, and then back to all posts, and we've got our main post again. And that is how to create your very first blog and integrate it directly in your website. Now, I've shown you today exactly how to go about selecting a template and building out your preliminary website, but the focus was really about creating your blog. Now, don't forget to go back and customize the site to help it fit more in theme with the message you're trying to convey. So again, if you didn't already follow along, you can use the link down in the description below to head over to Wix.com to create your very first blog today. So be sure to like the video, and if you enjoyed it and found it helpful, please subscribe to the channel and let me know down in the comments what your blog is about. Was it about a personal interest of yours? Was it about your business or a video game you're working on? Whatever it is, let me know down in the comments, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And until next time, thanks for watching.